Alright guys, just wanted to show you a quick video of some of the modifications I made. It's my Jackson Big Tuna. Installed a anchor trolley cable, and so used some rivets and installed this here, and then an extra eyelet here to be able to run this top cable through, which goes all the way through the factory installed rivets, and then I installed one additional one back here. This was the kit that I bought at Bass Pro, which I think was better than, might have even been slightly cheaper than the Academy one. Came with this ring already in it. I purchased a figure 9 carabiner. Very pleased with that, and that's what I'll clip to this and then have the anchor run up through and then latched. Works really great, and just being able to move the anchoring position if you wanted to make sure that, depending on the direction that the wind is blowing, whether you wanted the bow or the stern to be forwards or backwards. And so extremely important. I found that to be very handy. Installed a Lowrance Elite 4 HDI fish finder. Here I went ahead and got the ram ball mount, which was extremely important, just so I could be more versatile with it, with this being a tandem boat and seats can kind of change positions and I can fish it solo or tandem. Wanted to be able to move where that is. This tuna take insert is set up right now for tandem. If the seat moves forward, the seat right here would now move to this position. You can undo these bungees and this can turn around and rotate 180 to where then it would be in the forward position and would be kind of the same distance that it is right now, but intended for fishing more solo, and then of course can just spin that around. All the cables I ran underneath this, and then actually you can see here I took a cigarette lighter insert, or I guess the exterior of it. I took the electrical components out to be able to just make a port hole, drilled in. All the wires are back here in the back. Made some semi-waterproofing connections here to be able to plug and unplug the power to the battery box. I'll kind of show you what I did for the battery there. But so that way all the cables are run. The transducer cable actually goes in there and then turns around and comes back out because it's so long. And then I did a scupper hole mount for these Lowrance fish finders, and that works really well. It ends up being flush mount, goes up in the scupper hole. It's extremely sturdy, isn't going anywhere, and is also at the perfect height to where it's not going to get banged or scratched or run up against anything, just because of how the boat is shaped down there. And so scupper hole mount, so all the wires kind of stay right here. If I wanted to, I could turn around and mount this on a different ram ball at a different location or a different position. So it's pretty versatile from that standpoint, which I really liked. I also installed, this was just something small, at Academy they have these little stick-on rulers which inside this track fit really well, and so was able to stick one here and then one on the other side right there for the person in front can turn around and measure their fish, just to get a quick measurement to make sure everything is legal. Of course, I'll have either the check it stick or hog trough there with me for better fish or photos if in a tournament. Another thing we did here today, if I take the seat off, so if I'm fishing solo and that seat is moved up, a lot of the other Jackson kayaks, like the Cuda, I believe already comes with some bungee netting that's here, and so we installed some other eyelets here, and then also did one here and here, and then on the other side too, and then two more down there. They have these little cup holders here, and so I wanted a bungee that could be able to come across and hold that in, and also if I put like a little tackle box there. I still need to buy the equivalent of just these little clip bungees, which you can see, same thing that they have right here. I'm going to buy 2 of those and mount that there and there, but so that way this bungee can come across here and then this one can go across there to be able to strap in any sort of box, but then also have 2 cup holders that are there, and then have this section be a little bit more versatile if I've got additional things just packed back there. But just in the event that a flip were to happen, that things didn't get lost in the water. I'll show you this battery box. Definitely recommend it. It was a really good deal. Academy sells these. These are the Stealth Cam weatherproof boxes for game cameras, and these are, I guess, weatherproof. Seem to be fairly watertight. They've got a seal on the inside of this lid. It comes with the box. The fuse came with the fish finder, so I made sure to install that, but you can see the weather seal here. Comes with a battery, and altogether this was $40, which was a lot cheaper than buying battery, charger, and a box somewhere else. Cable's already set up to where it comes out, and then to charge it, it comes with a charger, and you just plug it straight into the box. That way the battery doesn't ever have to leave the box, which is great. It's a good size. I'm able to put this right down in the hole, and the extra, it comes with a lot of extra power cord, which is good because that's one thing that the fish finder does not have. Was able to splice those two and then make two different connectors, so I can fairly easily, I'll set this down, fairly easily unconnect both of those, and then I've got my markings on it and a male and female on each side, so that way those can't be confused, and can plug that back in. One last thing that I did is I also purchased the cooler and fish bag from Jackson. That's come in handy to be able to take drinks out, and whenever we are coming home, a lot of times we'll have the fish on a stringer, but to be able to put them in the bag afterwards, to be able to take them home. I bought an extra insert here. The one that I have in there right now is solid. This one I painted white, so that way it's a little bit more clear, so that way you can see either your fish or bait fish in there, and then drilled some holes in the side just to be able to get some aeration, to be able to use this as a live well as well. So anyhow, that's some of the modifications that I made to my Jackson Big Tuna. Hopefully this has been helpful. I watched quite a few videos to be able to incorporate a lot of pieces that other guys have done as well. So let me know if you guys have any questions, but hopefully this has been helpful. Thanks.